So Air New Zealand has been flying to mainland China for the past 7 years. I'm sure that you're aware of that. During this period, we've learned a hell of a lot, to be quite frank, about what works and what doesn't in the unique and potentially lucrative market. The first thing to note is the scale. In 2010, Chinese travellers took 12.6 million long-haul trips, and Chinese outbound market is forecast to grow at an average of 17% per year through to 2020. So I think you can see just from those numbers alone, huge opportunity for us. But let's not kid ourselves that we're the only people going after the Chinese dollar. Every other destination in the world is targeting the China market also. That reiterates the need for partnership, because it's only by working together that we have a voice in what is an extremely large market. Since launching into Shanghai in 2006 and Beijing in 2008, we've been flying to China with relatively high frequency. Earlier this year, we decided, however, to suspend our services to Beijing and to instead focus our efforts on growing the Shanghai market. We are now committed towards daily services on this route from Chinese New Year, and this will result in a 46% increase in our capacity on services between Shanghai and Auckland. A significant, or I should say a quantum leap in capacity. So our challenge is, how do we fill this additional capacity, especially in light of the fact that the majority of Chinese travellers are still, as Kevin was saying, visiting New Zealand via Australia as part of a dual destination itinerary. So here are some of the key things we are doing to increase demand for travel to New Zealand. Again, Kevin just touched on it, but improving distribution of New Zealand tourism product in China is absolutely critical. And we are about to open our own Air New Zealand holiday store in Shanghai, our first on the ground in China. This will enable us to not only sell airfares, but a far wider range of tourism products than we currently have available. High-profile international events, such as the Hobbit movies, allow us to further expand and enhance the New Zealand brand presence in China. As we found last time around with the Lord of the Rings movies, maintaining a close brand association can lead to tangible, in fact very tangible payoffs. We expect high levels of interest from the Chinese audiences when the films are released, and through our partnerships with Warner Brothers and in particular with Tourism New Zealand, we intend to capitalise on this unique marketing opportunity as the official airline to Middle Earth. We're rebranding New Zealand, guys, get used to it, Middle Earth. As an aside, I went to the Wearable Arts Awards over the weekend, and it was fantastic to see so many entries from China and Hong Kong in what is a truly New Zealand iconic event. This is further evidence that New Zealand's creative industries can be leveraged to make us stand out as a tourism destination in what is a huge market. A key market for us in China is the incentive business. Again, we've been working with Tourism New Zealand and our other industry partners to grow this very lucrative segment. We currently have one dedicated manager targeting incentive convention and corporate business, and very soon we're going to be increasing that to 3. International students from China are another important group. Currently there are around 23,000 Chinese students enrolled in New Zealand education institutions, making up nearly a third of fee-paying enrolments across our 8 universities. As well as their own travels home, these students contribute a multiplier effect in the form of visits to New Zealand of family and friends from China. The latest Ministry of Education statistics indicate that associated spending by this group adds up to around 11 visitor nights per student. Again, another huge opportunity, and one that we are working on with the institutions to capitalise on. Kevin also mentioned this channel, but we're certainly growing our online channel as well, which is the most effective way to get out to the younger, high-yielding audiences. We have formed an association with Kevin Tsai, a widely recognised talk show host in China who has over 24 followers on the Sina Weibo, the Chinese equivalent of Twitter. We're now transacting around double what we were online this time last year. It's important to note that not all of this is mass market, price-sensitive consumers. We are selling effectively into our premium cabins as well. See, Peter's crisp down here, so I send this message to Peter. Cargo is another key area that we would like to enhance. In the past, we have found that New Zealand exports relatively low quantities of high-value goods. The majority of our air cargo into China at the moment is made up of lobsters. Bugger, I'd much rather have them here. But they're travelling in huge shipments. With the introduction of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner in 2014, we will have around 50% more cargo capacity available. Guys, we need your help. We need to find those high-quality exports that can actually fill this wonderful belly space. The last thing we want to be doing is exporting fresh air to China. So I challenge you, our export sector, to work towards filling this space with us and getting our clearly high-quality goods into the China market. In recent years, we have seen an increasing number of missions from Chinese business people to New Zealand with the objective of learning more about our economy and how to do business here. This is promising, and we need to do all we can to encourage and facilitate these missions. Again, we are adding further capacity to our staff in Shanghai to capture more of these opportunities, as it is certainly a growing opportunity for us. In the past, we've found that the visa process for Chinese travellers entering New Zealand has been an impediment to the overall high-quality experience we're looking to offer them. However, we have seen some great progress from Immigration New Zealand to the point where 95% of our visitor visas are now processed in under 4 days. We're currently engaged with government and industry groups that is working to improve this visa process even further. And I have to take my hat off to Auckland Airport for the work that they're leading in this particular area. We are looking to streamline requirements for our high-value, low-risk Chinese travellers, and I'm confident we'll make some great progress in this area. Currently, we see China as our fastest growing market, and we expect it to grow to be our second largest market within the next few years. We believe New Zealand has a very strong proposition for the Chinese traveller. Our research shows that Chinese visitors are looking to sophisticated, high-end experiences and are prepared to pay for them. But most importantly, they are looking for our authentic experience of New Zealand, something they can't experience in China. We look forward to welcoming more Chinese visitors to our shores of New Zealand in the future. Kia ora. Thank you.